What is up? It's been a hot minute. When was the last time I did one of these? When I left? Right before I left to go to Nationals? I don't know. Maybe I did one when I got back. I don't remember. We'll see how long I do this. I don't feel great. So yeah, I survived hanging out with 1,000 children, like being in a stadium with 1,000 children, only to get sick because my wife was sick when I got home. It's just like, what? Like, how do I do that? Like, how am I immune to the disease of the children and not whatever plague infects my wife? What is up, JC and Byrne? What is up, Kev? What is up, Laura? So yeah, so it's late. I wanted to start this earlier, so I don't know if I'm going to sprint or not, or if I'm just going to talk. Dang, Christy, what's up? But I figured I would say, I don't know, it's probably smallpox, TBH. It went really, really well. It's hard to go over everything that they did. All of the all 7 of my kids earned a medal or ribbon for at least one test they took, which is top 5. And then the 6 kids who played Kurtamen, which is Latin Quiz Bowl, I'm just going to call it Kurtamen henceforth. They all made the state teams, and they all played at nationals. And so the level 1 team won. So best, like they won best in the nation or whatever. And then level 2 did not win, but they made it to finals. So 3rd best in the nation, and then advanced won best in the nation or whatever. So, so yeah, they did really, really well. I'm very proud of them. And almost more importantly, the intermediates lost with dignity. They did not pitch a fit, and they were okay. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna beat whatever. Some of these kids take this slightly more seriously, or make it too big of their, I don't know. Some people just wouldn't be able to handle losing. So my kids did a good job. What's up, Wendy? What's up, Ryan? Philip, why are you on the internet in Nepal? Like, does Nepal have internet? Here's all I can picture about Nepal. You are in the mountains. Like you're in the Himalayas. Like that's all, and it's frozen. Like, it's like the opening of Uncharted 2 for anybody who's played that. That's literally all I can picture, Philip, is that. And you're in a yurt and drinking yak butter tea, which is a real thing. And I know it's gross, Christina. Finn, my buddy Finn, hates yak butter tea. Like, there are a few things. Okay, so no, first of all. And also, the Catalan conspiracy is not fake news. Yeah, that's what I picture. I believe that. What is up? Thank you. Anyway, so how's everybody doing? I had to start school yesterday, training, and it was really cool. I got to yes, Phil doesn't like the yak butter tea either. Thanks, Kai. Yeah, I've just been like, I'm hoping to return to some semblance of normalcy. So you'll see these sprints, the once a week variety, at least, because returning to some kind of schedule. So yesterday was fine. My admin shouted me and my kids out at the beginning, and I was totally unprepared. I was doing my crossword puzzles, pulling a Stanley. What are you laughing at? Because I always do my crossword puzzles, and he's like, he doesn't know I'm calling on him, but I'd like to, let Mr. Walker. And I'm like, what? Huh? So I got to do that, which was cool. And then today we had the district-based training. So we had to go to Gulf Coast, the college here. And like there was one that everybody had to take, which is the vision of whatever the school district's doing. And then you picked 3 other ones. And, guys, I'm really trying to have a better attitude about these kinds of things and not be down on everything that is going on in my district. Because I do think there are some people who are really trying to do good. We got a new superintendent, like, started today, and he spoke, and he's a major general, like a retired major general. And I'm hoping that his experience in the military as a major general, he will look at the fact that the Nelson building, which is the district office, has a bunch of people pushing papers from one side of the desk to the other. And will also be like, hey, don't we need kids to be at school in order to teach them? So the problem is just that nothing that was said all day. I was at the school from 8 to 3, 4 different workshops. Nothing was like, I did not walk away with one thing that could help me do my job. Not one. Part of it is the whole vision thing. It's a whole lot of academic like buzzwords that don't mean anything. So I was going to ask, like, I wanted to raise my hand and ask that, but I'm fairly certain he does not strike me as a Gilbert and Sullivan person. Like, it's, where'd my paper go? Christina, oh, it's under my computer. Nothing. I just got a whole bunch of crap sitting on this paper I'm trying to show people. Right here. Our vision: teaching, inspiring, encouraging. I have no problem with that. We are a compassionate community dedicated to providing each student with pathways to success. I'm about all out of compassion for these children. We've been doing the Grace and Compassion thing for 5 years since hurricane. We had a Cat 5 hurricane blow through here. Students are back to 10th for us. So whole child. Ensure each student is healthy, supported, and engaged. Performance indicators. How are we going to measure success? Increase student attendance. So one of the goals is increase student attendance. But we're not going to change the policy that has no consequences for not attending school. This is the problem. This is the problem. So much of the stuff we're told, because it's instinctual, and that's the problem. Even these educators who are like, these administrators who are behind, making sure we're following all this policy and stuff, like the retake policy and the attendance policy and the whatever. They keep telling us stuff that is counter to that, because instinctively people know that you can't turn in something, that you shouldn't be allowed to turn in something on the last day of school that was assigned on the first day of school and get full credit. Like, everyone knows that. Like, it is inside all of us that if a kid cheats or plagiarizes a paper, having the only consequence be they have to redo it and you can take 10% off of that grade, that's like, no one believes that actually works. And they try to say, well, the research shows, shut up. Show me the research that doesn't have something to sell you. Like, seriously, show me research that is not also backed up by, we're going to sell you this thing. Like, show me that research. And please tell me when that person was in a normal classroom. Like, seriously, like, one side, the real issue is that as teachers, we are not trusted to use our best judgment on who is struggling with concepts and are working to understand concepts, so therefore need a second bite at the apple, versus the children who decide that they chose to sign up for 7 AP classes and then wait till the last minute to do any of their homework or their studying, and so just say, well, I'm just not going to study for that test, and I'll fail it, and then I'll just retake it. Those people don't deserve a second bite at the apple. Like, they don't. And the thing is, teachers aren't stupid and know which kids those are. Anyway, it is foolish. So, like, I just wish it was useful, but it's not. It's just not. And it makes me sad because, why was there not a single choice in this matrix of classes we could pick? They call it a matrix. It looks like a table to me. Why was there not a workshop on AI? Like, they've had all summer. This is what they came up with all summer. They had a board. They said it has all stakeholders. Oh my gosh, they would not stop using stakeholders. And like, if y'all are educators, that's fine. But I despise the word stakeholders when it comes to education because it makes it sound like education's a business, and it's not. But like, this is what they came up with, which is fine. But like, I wasn't on that board. Like, how do you get on the teacher board where, like, how do you get on the teacher panel where you can input, right? But like, all summer, y'all couldn't come up with a workshop like about AI and like the pitfalls of AI in the classroom. None of that, like nothing relevant to what's actually going on. It's really frustrating. So stakeholders, Christy, when they say stakeholders, they mean everyone who has a stake in the kids' education. So administrators, teachers, parents, the students themselves, the community, like literally people don't have children in the freaking school. That's what they mean. But what it really means is parents. That's what it really means. Stakeholders really means parents and business people. It doesn't ever mean teachers, even though, you know. Yes. No. I mean, that was high school too. And the interesting thing is, and I actually didn't know this till today, so I did learn something. I learned that, where's my bloody sheet? Oh, here it is. Florida literally has statutorily character education. There are Florida statutes for education where I am supposed to teach them character. Now, I already do that, but now I like if you want me, like, how can I teach them character when there's no disincentive to, anyway, I don't know, I looked it up earlier. So yeah. Yeah. So anyway, but character education is a thing here, which is good. I do like that because I can, I spend an inordinate amount of time talking about integrity and not being a douchebag in my class. So the other thing is I have my class schedules, and guidance is really nice to me. I email them generally and they'll listen to me. I have a lot of kids that I'm just like, why would you put a child who did poorly in my Latin 1 class 2 years ago, last year tried to take Latin 2 online, failed it, and now is in my Latin 2 class this year? That child has a 0% chance of success. I've been teaching 10 and a half years. They have never, ever taken a child who has had a year between my Latin 1 and Latin 2, or comes into my Latin 2 class out of nowhere, or, whatever various things that they do, pass. Like, ever. Because they're too far behind, and they're never actually willing to do the work to catch up. So they start behind, they stay behind. I don't know why they keep doing that to me, but I got 3 kids like that. I got one kid who dropped partway through the 3rd quarter last year in Latin 1 and is now in my Latin 2. I'm like, no, the child did not pass Latin 1. He did not finish Latin 1. Cannot take Latin 2. Can't. So yeah. So other than that, I have a bunch of good kids. I have a ton of children of either parents I know, I've taught teachers' kids already, my former teachers' children. I've done that. And now I'm teaching one of my friends' kids. this year, which is bizarre. And then next year, I'll be teaching my brother's kid, hopefully. Hopefully, I'll send him to Arnold. So that's bizarre. But yeah, so I think there's going to be some good freshmen. There's a bunch of kids. It's like, why, why would you put a child in my class that struggled in their English class? If they do not understand English, if they struggle with English and the skills that English teaches you, I do not know how you'd be successful in my class. And I'm not a perfect teacher. There are some teachers who are exceptional with children who struggle with stuff. I'm like, there's only a certain threshold that I'm good at. I'm just not. Like, there's just a certain level where I'm like, I can't even grasp what you don't know. I don't know how to explain this any differently than I am. I don't know. So anyway, I've talked for a bunch of times and no one said anything, so everybody's left. What's up, anything? Something happened. Anyway, so I'm kind of excited about school starting. Maybe it's going to be weird because I had a bunch of kids graduate last year, so it's going to be a little odd this year. But Nationals was fun, and the people were nice, and I felt more, I don't know, I felt less of an outsider than I did the last time I went. So that was pretty good. So yeah. Anyways, what's going on with everybody? How is everybody doing? How was your last week? I'm glad that, there was no huge drama things. Glad there were no huge drama things on the internet while I was gone. I am reading this. I started this today. I'm a month behind. I should have read this last month, but I literally last night finished The Last Uncharted Sky. So I've completed 2 read-alongs successfully. Nice. Light Space Bringer. Yes, Weird Scissors. Oh, also, the other thing I've been doing. Oh, hold on. 2 things. One, has anybody seen Fushigi Yugi? Like the anime Fushigi Yugi, the mysterious play? I don't know how that came up, but I was like scrolling through YouTube and like a Fushigi Yugi thing popped up. And I'm like, dang, I love Fushigi Yugi. So I watched like an episode. Oh man, 90s anime. So good. It's so good. I really like Fushigi Yugi. You remember that? The most used word in that show is Tamahome. Tamahome. That's all she says. Miyaka's only lines are Tamahome. Tamahome. The ogre. Fushigi was so good. Surely someone watching the replay, if no one now, will have seen Fushigi. Nice. Red Rising. Oofda. Yes, I also have the box set Escape the Books. Heck yes. I also have the box set. Who's your favorite? My favorite was always Toski. And Nakago, of course. Like Nakago is the bee's knees. I love Nakago. But of the Suzaku 7, it's Toski. Nice. Dark Age. Nice. Very cool. So I finally finished my first playthrough of Reverie, which is good. I cannot wait for the next Trails games to come out. Yes, Nakago, heck yes. It's nice. Which Shannara book? Yes, I want to watch it again so bad. So good. Oh man, the theme song, I listened to it. And then the bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That music that plays at the tail of the episode that leads into while the action's still going on, that leads into the closing song. So good. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, that is so good. It's so good. If you're honest with Yugi, so good. They had the dub. Oh man, that's good stuff. So yeah, I read hardly anything in July. I read 3 books in July. Like I read The Judas Blossom, which was really good. Silas Korak's Deals with the Dead, which was good, Parker book. And then Last Uncharted Sky, which was also good. But um oh, Arliss, me too, for sure. Nice, nice. Yeah, I just didn't have a ton of time to read. My entire July was like my buddy Finn was here for 2 weeks, and I don't read much when he's here. We're sitting there playing video games, or when we're not, we're talking. Um, and then that scared me. So yeah, I have, however, yes, yes, nice, nice. I really like Juice Blossom. I've also been watching The West Wing, and I don't know if you like The West Wing. You may not, based on your politics, and I don't care about the politics. Some of the stuff I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll get over it. But I like the fact that this show had politics, or like politicians who were aspiring to something better, um, whether you agree with them or not. So I've just really enjoyed it. I've been having it playing while I'm running around in the Reverie corridor. Oh my gosh. Probably Fourth Wing, TBH. Yes, like I love President Marla. I'm on season 2, about halfway through season 2. So I'm a big fan. Sorkin. I mean, if you watch like this, Sorkin shows were not meant to be watched in like they weren't meant to be binged, because you start to notice the Sorkin dialogue patterns. Um, just It's just like inundating yourself with it. Yeah, so The West Wing was huge when it was on, like, and most people I knew were into it. I just never watched it. Nice. Yeah, I'm greatly enjoying it. Like, I just don't know why we can't aspire to something. Like, why can like guys, we live in a country of like almost 400 million people, and these two octogenarians are the best we can do. Like, literally, that's the best that America has to offer. Two people in their 80s that no one likes. Like, really? I love Sports Night, Matt. Sports Night was the first Sorkin thing I saw, because it had Rafiki in it. Robert, was it Guillaume? Is that how you pronounce his name? The guy who played Rafiki. And that's literally how I watched it back in the day. And I love Newsroom. Now, Newsroom's slightly more preachy than West Wing. Slightly. But I love Newsroom because Jeff Daniels is phenomenal in that role. I like Newsroom a lot. And I love Sam Waterston. Even though Newsroom lost a little bit in that 3rd season. I was just like, oh, what? So I watched that when it came out. Like, I used to watch a lot of TV. I had a DVR. I used to watch a ton of TV back when, that was the thing you did. You watched TV. And so I watched that when it came out. And I was sad when it got canceled. So I'll use Sorkin peeps. I liked House of Cards. I watched House of Cards until Kevin Spacey left. I was so sad that Kevin Spacey, is a creep, because I really liked Kevin Spacey. Like, actors come out as creeps all the time, right? But like ordinarily, it's like, yeah, okay, no one's surprised it's a creep. Is Kevin Spacey really? Come on, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you a criminal? Like, I really liked Kevin Spacey's stuff, so I was disappointed. I also missed I didn't have TiVo. I had generic, just DVR. So I am now realizing that this is where everyone's obsession with Rob Lowe came from back in the day. I never understood it. I'm like, what? Like, what? Why is everyone obsessed with? I haven't seen this either. I haven't seen Social Network yet. I mean, yeah, of the crimes he's committed, but I mean, even if he didn't commit a crime, he's probably a creeper. No, I haven't watched it, but I love Kiefer Sutherland because you know what show I used to love? 24. I've seen every episode of 24. Let me tell you, like I love 24, and I love Jack Bauer. And I don't know what it's about 24. Like season 2 was really good. Season 3 was really good. Season 5 was really good, and that was really it. The rest were okay. The rest were decent, but like seasons 2, 3, and 5 were awesome. I was not in the Brad Pack. I don't like. I to this day don't like the Breakfast Club. Go smoke your cigarettes, Judd Nelson. There was a show called Justice, Chris, that was on Fox, and it was theoretically about voir dire, the voir dire process. It wasn't really, but that's how it was built. I really liked that show, and it also got canceled. There's another show called Reunion that was on Fox that was like a mystery because one of them was a murderer, and then it ended. We just don't know who it is. Thank you, Christy. Yes, it had Victor Garber and a black guy. The character's name was Luther Graves. I don't know what the actor's name was. Yes. Every time I want to start watching 24, like the first season is the weakest season. Like I don't love the first season just because the stakes are so low. And so I don't want to plow through season 1 to get to the awesomeness that is season 2. Justice was so good. Ah, oh, all you people who love these shows. I mean, you gotta. I mean, Jack Bauer's watching. Yes, thank you. I agree. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand all. Like, Justice was so good. Justice was so good. Man, all you guys, like, I haven't had people to talk to about, like, TV that I've watched. No one's ever seen the stuff that I've. Yes, yes. They Raven. We must hurry and stop. We must stop the army. That's how it's going to be. I'm recording that this month. So just get ready. Firefly I would have liked more if people hadn't told me how good it was. Man, Heroes was so good first season, though. Like, I'm sorry, Zachary Quinto does not an intimidating villain make. Siler is dumb. Siler is a dumb villain. And freaking Jess from Gilmore Girls is a dumb person to pin your hero on. Like, dumb. Here's one. So here's one from the vault, ladies and gentlemen. A TV show that I think was on Fox. 6 episodes only, called Prophet. And it starred the guy who played Nathan Petrelli from Heroes, before Heroes. That's why I saw him. Like I was like, dang, it's Jim Prophet in Heroes. Show called Prophet. And it was like a break the fourth wall, like talk to the camera type thing. And he was just a horrible, amoral, like businessman. And in one episode, he literally ships a business rival in a crate to China. Prophet. And it has Keith. He's in a lot of stuff. Keith Barek or whatever. He does a lot of video game voices. It's not Prophet. It's not Prophet like Oracle. It's Prophet like money, like Profit. That's awesome. It's really good. I was actually surprised how much I enjoyed the Judith Blossom. So I heard that Broken Binding is releasing Powder Mage. I saw the illustrations. The illustrations are gorgeous in that, but it's for the freaking Powder Mage. It's for the Powder Mage. Like those pictures don't make those books good. Oh my gosh. Yes. I don't know if y'all are lying to me. And if you are, that's fine. You're making me feel seen. If you guys have actually seen Prophet, that is freaking awesome. Like my buddy Finn and I watched Prophet. Like 6 episodes. Lie to Me was also excellent. I love Tim. What on earth is his name? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Keith Sarabaika, probably. Yes, he does a ton of video games. He is most noted for, in my mind, as Joachim Mizrahi from the Xeno movie video games. Tim, what is his flipping name? I'm not going to look. Guildenstern from freaking Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Dead. Tim, what is his name? Tim Roth. Thank you. I could not remember it. I have not read that. Is it good? I couldn't think of another word for prophet. I should have spelled it. Yeah, Tim Roth is fantastic. I'm so glad you know who that is. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if y'all don't know who this is, go do a Google search for him and listen to a clip. Like, you have seen or heard him in something. He has I can't even do it. It sounds like I'm a smoker. He has a very distinctive voice, an extremely distinctive voice. We're not going to spring. We're just going to talk. I'm just going to talk for a little more, and then I'll go. No sprinting tonight. Y'all can be productive after I go, because I'm not well enough to stay up super late, and I'm enjoying talking to you guys, I guess. Or maybe I will. Maybe we'll have stuff to talk about in a minute. Oh no, we won't, because I have something that bothers me. Anyway, yes, Philip did have a video with the author of Children of Gods and Men, Shauna something. I hope to have a Jeopardy episode this month. Hopefully Return to Jeopardy. What's up, Shad? What is up? Thank you, Shauna Lawless. Oops. So yeah, Prophet was so good. Like, I used to watch so much TV. I loved the TV. Anybody see Reunion, the Fox show I was talking about? Anybody see Reunion? It had the guy from the OC in it, the kid from the OC. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, Mr. Carter. Ooh. Horse Shack. Welcome Back, Kotter was slightly before my time. And it was on Nick at Night, so I did watch it, but I never really liked it. Welcome back to the same movie. Hold on, I'm responding to a thing. Sorry, people asking me things. I tend to go like days without answering my correspondence when I'm completely drained. And so I have like Discord messages and Voxer messages and emails and texts that just pile up. I think I talked about this one on my last sprint. So the Napoleon trailer, guys, first of all, I don't think Napoleon was weird. Like, why is Joaquin Phoenix making him seem so weird? Second, it seems like this is going to be a whole lot of Napoleon and Josephine, which I don't care about. Third, and perhaps more importantly, I don't think Wellesley is in it. I don't know how you have a movie about Napoleon without Arthur Wellesley. And that bothers me, like, a lot. Charmaine! O.M. goodness! Where hast thou been? Welcome back. I'm so glad you're back. Yes, Charmaine has returned. So happy Charmaine's back. I have a sore throat and a runny nose. I took medicine literally like an hour before I got on here. Otherwise, it would be significantly worse. So, like I don't know why that's interesting. Like I don't why is that interesting and not everything else? I mean, it's gonna have other stuff, but how do you not have Arthur Wellesley? Like I don't because they want naked people in it. They want naked people and people doing it because Hollywood doesn't trust anybody to go see it. So dumb. Yes. Thornall. Are you like? I hope the game holds up. Like it is. Chase down Irenicus. You know you can skip that whole Underdark section. So good. Oh my gosh. Glory of Am. Glory of Am. It isn't what? I forgot what I said. Oops. So, like, I just don't understand why, like, people think there has to. Oh, don't get me started on the double feature thing. I already saw Paramount on Twitter saying hashtag Saw Patrol because the Saw 10 movie, if you want to play a game, live or die, make your choice, is coming out the same day as the Paw Patrol movie. It's like, stop. Like, you can't, like, you can't do that. Like old people trying to get in on an internet meme. I am the only redankifier. I agree. Like, I agree, Charmaine. Oh my gosh. I am more excited about BG3 than I was, Kai. So let me tell you about the newest thing that it's not genius, Christy. It's not. Well, let's talk about this for a second, then I'll tell you about the newest thing. I want to switch. But the thing is, because of the Barbenheimer thing, speaking of which, have y'all seen either one of those? I want to see Oppenheimer pretty badly. Finn saw it and said it was good. Yeah, exactly, Curtis. Yeah. The romance between Josephine and Napoleon is definitely the most interesting thing about the Napoleonic Wars. Tiago, I feel like I have not talked to you in ages. I saw that Twist of Faith cover, which I had already seen, but I saw it out in the wild. That's some good looking cover. But his love life that wasn't even that big of a part of his life. So I really want to see Oppenheimer. Did they say Kenergy in there? Like I'd see Barbie. But if I had to choose, I'd see Oppenheimer because like I would see Barbie. I like Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. That is basically. I should just go ahead and pin that comment, Chris. Like I want to see both of them, and I don't want to leave. I don't even know what Sound Freedom is. Well, I'm glad you made it here, Thiago. Word. I hope everything's okay. What's up, Jeff? Nice. Oppenheimer's good. Nice. Was it good? Very cool. Yeah, 100%. Also, I haven't because I haven't popped up since then. If y'all haven't checked out my Daniel Abraham interview, I thought that was a particularly good session. Even if you haven't read Abraham's books, there's a bunch of non-spoiler stuff that you can listen to. That guy's awesome, like super nice, and I'm really glad. Like he said some really cool crap. So, yay, Thiago! You got to listen. You got to finish Dagger and Coin so you can listen to spoilers. Like being able to talk about the spoiler stuff with Daniel Abraham was freaking awesome. So he's such a talented man. But yeah, I wanted to see. I want to see both of the movies, but I can't. Oh, nice, Thiago, nice. I want to see both of them, but I don't want to see either one of them bad enough to where I've like gone to see it. You know what I mean? Yes, and I think did anybody see the trailer for this for Winter King? I didn't like the trailer at all. It looks so generic. It looks so generic. It looks so generic. It looks like so generic. Please tell me you guys have seen that and that it looks generic. Like, where's Dervil? Like, is Dervil like where's Dervil? Oh my gosh. I am hoping that they just there's a trailer out, Laura. I'm hoping that's just the first trailer and it's just bad, because I didn't see Dervil in that. Um, nice, Jimmy. I'm glad you saw Oppenheimer. Yes, it does. Go look at it. Yeah, I wanted to see Spider-Man also. Haven't seen that yet. Because this is my line, Charmaine. This is why you can't leave, because you speak reason. Like, I don't know why they don't consult me on stuff. Like, these people, like, that I have to go to trainings with, if they consulted me, I could let them know, like, hey, like, they make these false equivalencies, right? They say we have to give kids more, like, bites at the apples, retakes and stuff, because if they, like, because in life you get more chances at stuff, right? So if they fail a test, they should be able to take it again, because, and this is the example they use, and they always use this example or other similar. They say, well, 60% of Florida teachers taking the general knowledge test to get certified fail it the first time, which, first of all, to start with, is sad. But they can retake it, right? But it's a false equivalency, because teachers, one, like, are trying to get certified. Two, have to pay $200 to take it. So you can take it once, like, for free. Or, like, no, you can take it once for, like, cheap. But, like, if you take it again, it's like $200. So that's not the same as a child failing a test and then coming back and be able to retake it with no consequences. Like, can I charge students $200 to take a test? Because if I can, well, then that disincentivizes failing, right? Like, and they always say, like, oh, we can retake the SATs, you can retake the GMATs, you can retake the LSATs, the MCATs. Yeah, but you only have X amount of chances per year or whatever, and it's really expensive. Like, how is that the same? And it's like, guys, like, y'all aren't dumb. Like, come on, y'all are educators too. Like, y'all know this. Anyway, it'd be dumb. Dang, what's up, Mike? What's up, Chris? Welcome back to the States. Yes, like, the trailer's not good. Oh, I have not seen the D&D has gotten smug, and I don't like it. Like, I liked when D&D was indie. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah. Okay, Christy, that's fine. Who's writing the extra assignment? Me? I've got to do more work because this child didn't do his work the first time? Oh, sorry, every child didn't do their work the first time? That's the problem. That's sure. We theoretically are supposed to make them do other stuff prior, but that creates more work when we already have too much to do. So it's like, why do I have to do my job 3 different times because this child didn't feel like studying because he freaking watched 8 seasons of Dance Moms? Resident nuclear expert coming in here. Oofta, Alethea, oofta. Ugh. Yeah, me either. That trailer looks bad, but letting you guys know, we're gonna do a Winter King watch along here on the channel when it comes out, even if it's the first one's like bad. So, oh, I love Christopher Nolan. It's like they don't even want to hit the other guy. Yeah, there's something the same. Sorry, that's what, like, 3 of my kids, when they get together, like they're different when they're like apart. When they get together, they oftentimes they gossip or talk about dance moms for longer than I am comfortable listening to talk about dance moms. I definitely will. Just like the Grishas. So follow me here, guys, with the streaming thing. I don't think anybody wants to watch me stream a video game because I mostly play RPGs. And like I would stream from my PlayStation. I'm not gonna play a game on my computer. So I'd stream from my PlayStation, which you can do. And I guess I could have a microphone. 2 things with that though. One, ain't nobody gonna watch it. Because it's RPGs. I scroll very quickly through text. And there's large periods of me stopping while I look at the guide on where I'm going next. Now, I talk to myself while I play, so maybe that's interesting. But 2, like, it cuts off the sides so you can see the comments. It cuts off the sides of the thing. Like, I like using all of my screen. I don't like having little windows on the side. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I just never think of a game that would be interesting to stream. I mean, it's just gonna be me being sad like a lot. Ugh. I don't rage at video games a lot. Like, I will get mad at like a Souls game every now and then when it's ridiculous. But like RPGs, I don't get mad at. I mean, they're not hard, generally. The problem is you wouldn't be able to see me because from my I mean, as if anybody cares, but like I know most people who stream video games like do it from their computers. They have their webcam on. Like, I wouldn't do that. I would just stream it from Twitch. You just hear me complaining. Yes. Why do you want to be a Twitch streaming Zoomer? That is what I should do. I'm not going to stream Magic the Gathering. I don't even know how. Like, I'm not good at Magic the Gathering. Where Minsk and Boga, evil stands aside. Butt kicking for goodness. You point, I punch. What would I do with a Magic the Gathering thing? Be like, oh, look at that. 3 white mana. Oh my gosh. I do that often. All right. I'll test this out with a game. Oh, gotcha. I still want to do that, but you know. I sometimes do that with RPGs. I'll talk like them. Be like, oh my gosh. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, you guys are literal, like they're children. In these Trails games, they're students, right? And they'll literally commit treason against the government. Who cares? The government's evil, whatever. Like, you're literally committing treason under the law. You're committing treason, and they have no qualms. They're just committing like the utmost treason and rising up against like the governments to like whatever. But under no circumstances will they underage drink. That is where we draw the line. Like, engaging in a violent upheaval of the government, that's fine. Drinking underage, no. Like, at least they have their priorities straight. And then every single enemy, like, murder, like massacre hundreds of civilians, and then they turn over a new leaf at the end, and everyone forgives them. It's ridiculous. So these are kind of comments that I make while I'm playing these games. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I mean, of course. Oh, I sure hope my town doesn't get invaded by an evil empire. That voice was up high. could not stream Baldur's Gate 3. Just me walking around, reloading it when I get killed. I mean, yeah. I mean, of course. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? And they like, there's like two factions fighting in a civil war, and the kids are like, we're not going to side with either one. We're going to form a neutral third party and find a neutral third path. Guess what? Every action that they take coincides with the goals of one of the factions. Like, you're not a neutral third path. You're on this side. Like, everything you do opposes this side. That's not a neutral third path. Why are you so dumb? I love JRPGs. I do, until I really like the bad guy, in which case I hope the revolution gets quashed. Exactly. I haven't played Final Fantasy since Reverie came out. But when I finish Reverie, I will finish Final Fantasy. Correct. The other thing is, while I was driving home from Nationals in the van, I was trying to find like cosplay compilation cringy things, because Eric Yang hates it. Like, he hates it because Eric's a weeb, but like I guess doesn't want people to think he's a weeb. So Eric watches plenty of anime. And people are always like, at my direction, I was like, hey, Eric, who's your favorite anime waifu? And he's like, no, Mr. Walker, no. Like, you don't have a favorite waifu? He's like, no. I'm like, do you like cosplay? They go to like conventions and like hang in the line to hug the cosplay girls. And he's like, no, I hate them. He hates them. He hates them. He especially hates people in the My Hero Academia fandom. He says they ruin it. He is extremely anti Boku no Academia or whatever. And so, anyway, it's a long story. In Rome, we bother him by playing. There's a, I don't know, TikToker or whatever, who like made her own character, who is like the son of one of the characters in the show, and like dresses up like him. And I don't know, there's a TikTok of this girl going, my middle name, it's Koi. Iki Koi Todoroki, like the fish. It's so calming. And so we, if you've ever seen that, good for you. I'm not a weeb, Ty. And so we play that constantly for Eric because he hates it. So anyway, so I was searching for more of those to play for Eric because he was sleeping, and I warned him, like, don't sleep in the car. And what came up, I don't really have a favorite waifu. Like, I don't know. What came up my search YouTube thing is people on TikTok pretending to have a mental illness or autism. And I watched one of the many compilations of these things. And let me tell you, like, that is, what have we done as a society and as a culture to where these children, these young people, feel like this is what they need to go to try to find some kind of identity. It is enraging to watch someone pretend like they have Tourette's for views and clicks, when it's like, that's not what Tourette's is, you moron. Like, I get that you're doing what you think Tourette's is. Tourette's isn't freaking Timmy from South Park. Like, I taught a kid with Tourette's this last year, and it's not like that at all. I'm getting to the DID one, Chris. I'm getting to that one. and then like acting like oh, I'm listening to music and I happy stemmed for the first time in my life and it hurt. Shut your mouth. You do not have Asperger's. You're just a weird child. Like, you're just weird. Like, that's fine. You can be weird. But don't sit here and try to tell me that you are on the spectrum because you think that somehow makes you special. And your understanding of the spectrum is what you've read on the internet or seen in some kind of like TV show, like, or anime. Get out of here. I happy stemmed and did like this and watched like, do you know what stimming is, you idiot? Oh, wait. Oh, you don't. You have no idea. Like, stimming doesn't. It is infuriating that these kids do this crap. Like it's just so obviously fake. Like, it's so, and then because if you address it, it can't be true. So some of them put little like disclaimers saying, I know this seems fake, but it's not. Saying that doesn't cancel out the fakeness. I know it seems fake because it is, like, just because it is. Do you know what people who have these things don't do? Go on TikTok and do all this crap. Like and again, I am not saying that every person that does this is faking. That's not what I'm saying at all. And again, my sample size is not, I don't know everybody in the world, but I don't know anybody who does this. Not one. It's like, what are you doing with this? It's thank you, Wendy. Like, it's that kind of crap. It's, that's an excellent point. Like, and it is very sad, Charmaine. I have to fight my inner, because I'm not a mean person. Like, I'm not a mean person at all. Did I tell you this thing about the people who fake having autism on TikTok?
No.
Have I not talked to you since I've been home?
Not about that.
What have I been doing since I've been home? Been home for 4 days. What was that, Christina? What have I been doing? What have I been doing, Christina? I don't know if y'all heard that, but if you didn't, I'm not going to repeat it. But like I'm torn between. Do not come over here and say it really loudly. Okay, what are you? I'm torn between feeling bad that these children feel so like on the outside that they have to do this to kind of feel like they belong. Like, you don't have to be a freak. Like, you don't have to make up stuff. Like, stop. Like, you're a weird kid. There's nothing wrong with being weird. Just freaking be weird and embrace it. Like, be your brand of weird. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. But don't freaking fake like you have something wrong with your brain. Like, don't fake that you have mental illness, because it's not like it drives me crazy. Like, I'm torn between anger and compassion. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not on the spectrum, kid. You're just weird. Like, you're just weird. Do you want to lean in and say something? That why you're
No, I'm reading the comments.
looming? Oh, okay.
I'm not looming.
Yeah, that's what I tell my kids. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, what teenagers think about you doesn't matter. Teenage opinions. It's like a cow's opinion. It's a moot point. Doesn't matter.
A moot point.
Anybody get that reference? Yeah, and then Chris, this one, and that's why I hope Tori. I wish Tori was here, because I guarantee you this pisses Tori off. The people who fake having dissociative identity disorder. That's a popular one. Guess what, guys? All of a sudden, dissociative identity disorder is like incredibly common among the teenage population. Most of them having a TikTok. Thank you, Matt. Get out of here with that. Like, I watched one. And the thing is, I know this child. Like, it's like my student showed me one of a child. I taught this child. And so I know this child. And that's what, like, when my students told me, I'm like, it's the biggest pile of bull crap I've ever heard in my entire life, because I know this child, first of all. But anyway, looking at these DID ones, one of them, what, like they have videos for their altars, and then we have this big thing about them shifting into their altars because they can do it on command. It's a superpower, guys. And one of them, like, they have a demon altar. And it can't talk. So the AI reads the text out, right? And hilariously, and this right here says his pronouns are its. I'm sorry? His pronouns are its, or its. I'll read it again. His pronouns are its. Really? And if it touches water, it will die. Why do people do this crap? Like, why do people do this crap? Like, just have an imaginary friend. Like, when I was in 9th grade, I pretended that Mog, the Moogle from Final Fantasy VI, came to school with me. And if something fell off my desk, I'm like, Mog's ticked. Well, I'm not paying him any attention. I didn't pretend like I had an alternate personality. I just pretended like I had an imaginary flying bear thing from Final Fantasy VI because it amused me. Why do we have it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I have not started Lightspace Bringer yet.
Have you sprinted with all?
Can you talk to Finn? I'm not sprinting. I'm gonna get on here.
Sure. Oh, you're just ranting?
Yeah, I'm gonna get off in a minute. Can you talk to Finn, but not like right next to me, so that
No,
okay.
Hi, Finn. This is Christina.
Okay, so this is the other one, Chris. Like, I did this because I was trying to bother Eric. Again, I was trying to bother Eric, but all the kids said no. They threw stuff at me. They said I can't do it. I'm like, Eric, you don't like uwu? You don't like uwu? But yeah, exactly. But I'm like, you don't like uwu? Like, what if you don't like uwu or what? And they're like, Mr. Walker, no, you cannot say uwu like that. Like, you can't. Like, you that is vile. You cannot say uwu like that. Apparently, I can't say uwu like that. So, yes, I'm the darkness itself. Yeah, it's ugh. Yes, exactly. Tinos, thank you. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, like exactly. Like here's the thing. Some of you might have been able to tell that I have Asperger's without me telling you. But like otherwise, you know, I just don't understand, because they're never talking about their experience having this thing. It's never talking about the experience of having Asperger's or having DID or having epilepsy or having any of this stuff. That's not what it's about, because it's not what it's about. It's about trying to get clicks. And so they fake these episodes or whatever so that people, like, it's just so dumb. Oh my gosh. What do you mean every time I'm live? It's obvious that I have Asperger's every time I'm live? What's the context here? When Finn calls me every time I'm live. 100%. You do not need a gif of it. They hate it. Guys, you don't understand the vitriolic reaction that came from my students when I said ooh like that. They didn't like it. Apparently, because it's like something that, like, I don't know, like streamers do to try to get, I don't know, it's apparently something that gross people do or whatever. So I should say ara ara or ufu ufu fu 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 fu. Yeah, like Like the bullying should stop too. Like kids being and again, bullying sucks nowadays way more than it did when I was in school. Because again, yes, I'm gonna put uwu in a slide. You know, when I was in school, and when some of y'all were in school, you know, you went home and no one bullied you at home because you didn't have the internet. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have social media for people to like, you know, and you didn't have a cell phone, people texting you how much they hate you. You're just like, oh well, going to school sucks. Nice. I like it. Oh my gosh, no. Conjugate uwu, 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 uwere. I'm putting uwu in a slide this year. Yes, exactly. by your parents? Are you on meds that work now, Wendy? It took me a long time to find the perfect cocktail of meds that helped me deal with my anxiety and depression. So if you haven't watched it, shameless plug, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. Make sure you like and subscribe. I can't even do it. My booktube birthday tag where I talk about that's where I just talk about random stuff. There's gonna be like 2 more where I talk about random stuff. That's where the good stuff is, where I just go off on a tangent about crap. I wanted to film yesterday and today, but I'm sick. So Dr. K has a really good video about this. The Healthy Gamer. He has a really good video about that. Nice. Oof, I'm so sorry about that, Wendy. That sucks. So anyway, these kids faking this crap. Like my heart goes out to them because they feel. What does Finn want? Everything's good. Oh, he did. Does he want me to call him back? All right, I'll call him back. Yeah. Anyway, my heart goes out to these kids that they feel so isolated or so alienated that this is where they need to go with this. But it's just like that's not the route, my dude. Like it's not. I don't know. Eric Yang often watches these streams and just doesn't comment. So just in case he's watching it again, ooh whoop, ooh whoop. Now it just sounds like I'm making a noise. Ooh whoop. I can't do it. Whatever. Just in case Eric's watching, make him uncomfortable here. Sometimes he sends me Discord messages in the officer chat being like, Mr. Walker, I didn't do that. Or whatever. Yes, it could be like Phoebe's cold voice, except the fact is I don't feel well. That's the problem. Like my throat is really dry, and again, I know I've been talking this whole time, but like I just don't feel well, and so I just haven't wanted to film anything. The sickness is whatever my wife has. It's a cold, basically. She's fine now, of course. What's up, Colton? So yeah, I am sick. I mean, no, I compare that kind of cutthroat politics in like the Greek and I don't know if he's here. He is often. I often compare the politics of Greece and Rome to high school bullying and other such things. Hold on. Bookborn is trying to say that she's not flexing about her crown of swords or whatever. Like her Instagram story was like, it's a weird flex, but okay. Nice, Pete. So at any rate, it's been an hour, and I'm not going to sprint, and it's 10:20, and I need to go to bed because I have training again tomorrow. But I just wanted to check in. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out. We talked about many things. it is kids. If y'all are listening, because let me tell you, there's a lot of kids watching this. Like, don't act like that. Like, don't pretend you have some kind of illness. Like, just don't do that. Like, don't pretend that you're mentally ill. Don't pretend you're on the spectrum. Like, why do you want to be on the spectrum? Like, why is that something you want to like, do you understand like how difficult it is living on the spectrum? Like, why do you want that? Do you think that makes you like if you want to change your personality, just get a better personality. Like, you don't have to fake having an illness where a better personality just pops out. Like just I don't know. Being a teenager sucks. Like, I get it. Like, being a teenager sucks. Yeah, I'll sprint soon. Once I feel better, I'll sprint some. Maybe this weekend. Have a nice lengthy sprint. Charmaine, I'm so glad you're back. And Mike, it was good to see you. Thiago, good to see you again. Also, oh, David's watching from the beginning. Yeah, no, I know. Yes, except that to which fate binds you. Yeah, as an adult though, you can kind of what is it called? Self segregate. You can generally, as an adult, just choose not to hang out with people who hate you. I've read Shadow of the Gods. I've not read Hunger of the Gods yet. Yeah, no worries. So anyway, guys, it was great seeing y'all, and hopefully I can come back and do this again. Just want to let y'all know I'm here and alive. I should have a TBR out this week for what I'm reading in August, as well as part 2 of book 2 birthday stuff, where I'm just answering questions that people ask. And a June wrap up. Flip. Late on that one. Ugh. Gross. So yeah, that stuff's coming to you. Coming at you soon. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And then, yeah. I think. Yeah. So Christine and I are filming a Hexologist review too, if you want to watch that, because it's coming out next month. You should read it. It's good. At any rate, bye guys. Have a good night. Yes, can we get to 50 likes on the stream?